Hello everyone, my name is Seth Khan and today I am talking with Annie about the interesting topic bye bye, where did your goodbye come from or let's begin. What does the what meaning what does the what goodbye mean?
It's actually a shortened version of God Be With You. It's kind of wild how it just morphed over time into the word we use every day.
Where did the word goodbye come from?
Like I mentioned, it traces all the way back to that phrase, God be with you. People just started shortening it for convenience, and eventually the God part shifted to good, probably because of phrases like good morning.
What was the original phrase before a goodbye?
It was God be with you. That's where the whole thing started.
What does God be with you mean?
I think the transcription is acting up again. I was saying God be with you.
How did God be with ye become a goodbye?
Yes, all about the evolution of language. People just stopped saying the full phrase, God be with you, because it was a mouthful. Over time, it got squeezed down into God be with you, and then eventually just goodbye. It's like how we shorten things in text today.
Why do people say a bye instead of goodbye?
And it's all about speed. Most of us just want to get the point across quickly, especially if we're in a rush. Bye is just the lean, fast version. Do you think bye feels less personal than the full goodbye?
When did people start using bye bye?
That one's a bit more of a mystery. It's generally seen as a baby talk version that popped up later on, probably because repeating words makes things feel softer, more playful for kids. Have you ever noticed how we do that with other words when talking to babies?
Why do repeat words sound friendly?
It's a psychological thing. Repetition creates a rhythm that feels predictable and safe. It takes the edge off a word and makes it sound more like a song than a command, which is why it feels so much warmer and friendlier.
Is bye bye mostly used by children?
Totally. Definitely has that youthful energy. Most adults only use it when they're being sweet or playing around.
Okay,
Since you're doing this presentation, do you have another word you want to dive into?
okay.
Got it.
Why do apps and app roots also say bye bye?
Probably for the same reason. It's just an easy way to sound more affectionate or lighthearted. Maybe they're just in a really good mood. Who do you usually say it to?
What are some other repeated English words?
Ugh, there are tons of them. Think night night or choo choo when talking about trains. Then you've got things like peek a boo for babies. That same playful rhythm we were talking about.
How is goodbye different from see you later?
Mm. It's all about the finality. Goodbye feels more like a closing door, while see you later is more like a promise that, the conversation isn't over for good. One's an ending, the other's a pause.
Why do people use a different goodbye phrase?
I think you're asking about different ways people say goodbye, right? It's usually because the relationship changes the vibe. You wouldn't say peace out to your boss the same way you'd say it to a friend.
What a goodbye words are used in Urdu?
You've got a few great ones. Allah Hafiz is the classic, and then there's Alweda for something more formal. Fir Milenge is a nice one too because it literally means we'll meet again. Which one do you use the most?
What does Allah Hafiz mean?
Literally translates to "May God be your protector." It's such a beautiful way to leave someone because it's not just a farewell; it's like a little prayer for their safety.
What is the French word for goodbye?
That would be au revoir. It literally means until we meet again, which is a lot like Fir milenge.
What is the Spanish word of for goodbye?
That's adios. This is probably the most famous Spanish farewell globally
Why are goodbye words important?
because they act like a social bridge. They let us know the interaction is officially over, so there's no awkward silence, and they show the other person that we actually care about the transition. It's basically a way of saying, I enjoyed this, and I'm acknowledging you before we walk away.
How do goodbye words show respect?
It's all about the acknowledgement. By taking a moment to say something instead of just disappearing, you're telling the other person that their time and presence were valuable. It's a small gesture, but it makes people feel seen and respected.
Can a goodbye make some happy?
Absolutely. A warm farewell can leave someone feeling appreciated and positive long after you've actually left the room.
Why do
It
peop-
sets a good tone for the,
why do
it's like the
people
difference between,
will saying a goodbye?
it's a basic human need for closure. We don't really like loose ends. Saying it out loud signals that the interaction is wrapping up, which prevents that weird, lingering feeling of not knowing if you're actually done talking. It's just a way to keep things smooth.
And how do goodbye gestures differ around the world?
Oh, it's a whole different world out there. In Japan, for example, a bow is the classic way to show respect. Then you've got bai in France, where they do the cheek kisses. It's fascinating how different cultures find their own way to say the same thing. Do you have a favorite gesture from any of those?
How do friends use a casual
Friends usually
goodbye phrase?
friends usually keep it way more casual. They'll use things like peace out or see ya because there's a lot more comfort there. It's less about the formal closing and more about just acknowledging the split. Do you have a
What,
go-to phrase you use with your friends?
what are modern goodbye phrase today?
We've definitely shifted into the digital era. You've got the quick peace out or later, but then there's the whole world of emojis like the waving hand or the peace sign. And of course, there's ghosting, which is basically the most abrupt goodbye possible since there is no actual word used. Do you use a lot of emojis when you're saying bye?
What does peace out mean?
It's a super casual way to say goodbye. It basically means I'm leaving now. Stay cool. It's got a bit of a 90s vibe to it, but it's still around. Do you think it sounds a bit too informal for a school presentation?
Why is language always changing?
Because people are always evolving. We're constantly finding new ways to express how we feel or just trying to make things faster and easier to say. It's like a living thing. It grows and shifts as the world changes around us. If we stayed the same, we'd still be speaking like people did hundreds of years ago, which would be a total nightmare to listen to.
How did social media change a goodbye phrase?
It's made things way more instant and a lot less formal. Now we have these short, snappy sign offs or just a heart emoji instead of a real conversation. It's definitely convenient, but some of the real emotional weight gets lost when you can just tap a screen and be gone.
Why
Do you
do
think we've lost some?
why do
Take your time.
why do streamers say a special ending lines?
It's all about branding. They want something that sticks in people's heads so their community feels like they're part of an inside joke or a special club that turns a simple goodbye into a signature move.
What
Do you have
is
a favorite streamer with? Is that the wrap up for your presentation?
what is the most popular goodbye word today?
Definitely buy. It's the fastest, simplest version, and it works in almost every situation. It's basically the gold standard of farewells now.
Why is By easy to remember.
It's just a single syllable. It's short, punchy, and doesn't require any effort to say. Our brains just love anything that's efficient.
Okay. How
So,
do how do people they will saying goodbye?
it depends on who they're talking to. Usually, it's a mix of words and body language, a wave, a smile, or a quick hug if they're close. It's all about matching the energy of the person they're leaving.
What a goodbye phrase
You think
are used in school?
in school, it's usually a mix of a few different things. You've got the quick bye to friends in the hall, and then the more respectful goodbye or have a great day for teachers. It's kind of a survival guide for navigating different social levels. Do you use different ones for your teachers versus your classmates?
Why do people feel emotional during goodbyes?
I think the transcription might be acting up again. Are you asking why some goodbyes feel more emotional or difficult to endure than others?
Yeah.
It's usually because of the connection we have with the person. When we really care about someone, that goodbye isn't just a word, it's a reminder that they're not going to be right there with us for a while. It's that gap between where we are and where we want to be that makes it feel so heavy.
What did you learn from the history of Bible?
That bye bye is just a little piece of human nature. It's wild how we take a formal prayer like, God be with you, and slowly shrink it down over centuries into something so playful and simple.
Why is
It
communication
shows
important in daily life?
it's the glue that holds everything together. Without it, we'd just be 8 billion people living in separate bubbles. It's how we share a weird thought, ask for help, or just let someone know they're not alone. Basically, it's the only way to actually connect with another human being.
What is the funniest goodbye phrase you know?
I've heard of people saying toodles. It's just so old school and quirky that it feels a bit like you're a character in a 1950s movie. It's definitely a way to make a farewell feel a bit more ridiculous. Do you have any funny ones you've come up with?
How can one simple word connect a people around the world?
It's a kind of shared human experience. When a word is simple and universal as bye, it transcends language barriers. Even if someone doesn't speak your language, they can usually figure out the vibe of a farewell. It's a universal signal that says, we're done here, but it was good.
Okay. Thank you
So
everyone for the watching. I am Said Khan and this way my life talk with any on bye bye where did your goodbye come from? Bye bye, take care and see you again soon.
that's a
Thanks.
really
Thanks for
sweet way.
watching.
You're very welcome. That was a great run. You really covered